Alright gang, welcome back to another GatHouse Fitness video. Today I'm going to show you how I make my quick stovetop granola, which you have seen featured on Instagram and Snapchat, and I got questions about it, so we're going to make it. Here you are seeing all of the ingredients. So rolled oats, salt, vanilla, dried fruit, nuts, your sweetener of choice, and spices, which are cinnamon and nutmeg for me. And you are going to need to heat your pan. You can spray it with oil or you can do it without it, to be honest. Whatever is your choice. And I just grabbed out of the fridge some applesauce, which is not which is not needed in this recipe. I only used it because I didn't want it to go bad. The sweeteners of either maple or agave or a mixture of both will do just fine, but I just wanted to use it so it wouldn't go bad. And I used 2.5 cups of oats, and I'm just going to brown those in the pan here. So it takes about maybe 5 minutes or so. So you're gonna see me start doing that here, and then I'll come back when it is about done. Okay, so at this point you are going to turn your heat down a little bit and you're going to add all of your liquid ingredients, which will be your sweeteners. For me today it is going to be applesauce, agave, and maple. For most it will usually just be maple or agave, and you'll do about a 1/4 cup of whatever sweetener you use. You can use more, of course. It'll just take longer for you to dry it back out with your heat. And also the more sweetener you use, the crunchier your end result will be. And you also can use the sweetener to help clump it more. So if you like a granola that's more like has clusters in it, you would do that with the sweetener. So once all of your sweeteners are added to the mixture, you're going to continue to heat it through until it is brown enough for you as well as crunchy enough for you. It will get a little crunchier once it cools, but this is about the point where you decide how crunchy you want it. And then I'm going to add my seasonings, and I'm going to say season to taste. I don't really like a lot of cinnamon because it's overpowering to me. And I added nutmeg as well as some vanilla powder, and you also can add things like clove and that type thing, and then a pinch of salt, and the salt just helps bring all the flavors together. Alright, once you have the mixture to your liking, so it is crunchy enough and has the flavor that you want, you will add it to a bowl so you now can finish toasting off your dried fruits and nuts. So I have dried coconut shreds as well as dry roasted pecans, and I'm just going to toast those until they start to brown a little bit. My dried apple I do not add because I don't want it to get hard. I like the dried apple to be soft. You also can do things like raisins and cranberries and all of that. And you would add it to the pan if you want it to toast up or get harder. Otherwise, you would just add it to the mixture at the end. Alright, so at this point you remove it from the heat and you're going to add all your dried fruits that you did not want to get hard or toasted. And just mix it through so everything is distributed nicely. And I'm just showing you what it looks like here. They're pretty much all the same color, so it's kind of hard to see it on the camera, but it looks lovely in person, believe me. And then here I'm going to let everything dry so it can harden. So you'll just need a sheet pan as well as a piece of parchment. You can use tin foil, saran wrap if you have nothing else, and then spread your mixture out flat. And if you have time, you can just let it cool off on the counter. I actually wanted to make a smoothie bowl with mine, so I needed it to cool quicker than that, so I'm going to pop mine into the freezer. So pro tip, make sure that the pan actually fits in the freezer. I actually had to turn the camera off and put it on the very top shelf because it still didn't fit. And here I am prepping my smoothie bowl. So I'm taking out the granola from the top shelf, and I'm just going to put together the smoothie bowl for you and then show you the end result of me using the homemade stovetop granola on a smoothie bowl. So at this point, you just want to add your granola to some type of airtight container, whether it be a mason jar, a like Glad Ziploc bowl, an actual Ziploc bag, whatever your choice is. I choose a jar just because it's easier for me to sprinkle over my smoothie bowl or whatever I'm using it for. But you can use whatever you like, and I use the extra granola left here to actually add to my smoothie bowl, which I will demo shortly. Here is the finished product of the smoothie bowl using the stovetop granola. I just stabbed it with my finger there a little bit, but anyways, I did not know you could not see directly me preparing the bowl, but anyways, if you guys want a smoothie bowl video, I can gladly do that for you. It's really easy, I promise. Alright gang, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if you like this style of video where I do the voiceover. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace and love.